South East today, our top story tonight. We discover Hello. When grandfather David Cooper collapsed while taking part in the London to Brighton bike ride, passers-by phoned 999 for an ambulance, but also to get a code to unlock a nearby community defibrillator. But because the devices have to be re-registered every few months, the call handlers couldn't find it on their system to provide that code to unlock it. In fact, the British Heart Foundation estimates that up to 70% of community defibrillators across the South East do not show up on the 999 database, potentially putting lives at risk. Lucinda Adam has more.
Okay, so press the button.
A few minutes of form filling.
Lucinda joins me now. Lucinda, I mean, it does seem a bit excessive to have to re-register these community defibrillators so frequently. Why?
It does, and the British Heart Foundation itself admits that it's a complex process. And it's really important to say that we're not pointing the finger of blame at anyone who is a guardian of one of these defibrillators. They're often the result of good community work, local fundraising, and it can often be a volunteer who takes on guardianship or someone running a busy business or public service, and things can slip through the net. But the British Heart Foundation and the ambulance service said it's so important that if they need a defibrillator, they know it's in good working order. Now, these are kept in public places. They're vulnerable to theft and vandalism. If they get used, paramedics say a member of the public doesn't always remember to return them. And if they are used, working parts need to be replaced. Even if they're not used, the sticky pads that go on your body can go out of date after 12 months. So it is a lot of work, but it does need to ensure that they're kept up to date. And I think it's something that as a community we all need to be aware of and help with.
It's quite a responsibility, isn't it? Thank you, Lucinda. Paula Hudgell, whose adopted son Tony had to have both his legs amputated after he was abused by his birth parents, is calling for a lifelong child cruelty register for people who have harmed children. Tony Smith and Jodie Simpson were sentenced to 10 years in prison in 2018. Earlier this month, Smith's appeal for parole was rejected after a damning report concluded he still poses a risk to children. But as Leanne Rinney reports, Paula Hudgell is concerned he will harm a child again when he's released at the end of his sentence in 2027.
When I was told that
He's been called off for a highly respected and much loved firefighter who went missing while swimming the Channel for charity. Ian Hughes, from a stalker who drove from Devon to a hotel near Crawley to slash a woman's car tyres, has been sentenced to 14 months in jail. Rhys Chipperfield also poured red paint over the 20... The Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, visited a new distribution centre in Dartford today, answering questions about the economy. His visit coincided with an announcement by the Bank of England that it would be raising interest rates by 0.5%. Our political correspondent, Charlotte Wright, has been speaking to people about how this will affect them. And she joins us live now. Hello, Charlotte. This is a very worrying development for a lot of people.
Yes, some people that I've spoken to today tell me they're really worried about the uncertainty because, of course, higher interest rates means higher repayments on loans and mortgages. And in fact, that one economist that we spoke to today said in places some people might see their mortgages double. So a really concerning time for anyone who's looking to fix a new deal in the coming weeks, months or even years.
A special flag has been raised over County Hall in Maidstone to mark 75 years since the first members of the Windrush generation arrived in Britain. The ship HMT Empire Windrush docked at Tilbury in 1948. 500,000 people subsequently made that trip from the Caribbean between 1948 and 1971, invited to help rebuild Britain after the Second World War. They took much-needed roles in the NHS, London Transport and in industries like construction, as Peter Whittlesey reports. Now some sport, and the League Two fixtures have been released today, which means clubs and fans across the South East can start preparing for the season ahead. Gillingham will kick off by travelling all the way to Stockport, one of the favourites to win the title. Crawley will host Bradford. Our sports reporter James Dunn is live at the Priestfield Stadium for us. Hello James. Those two teams, they're in the same league, but it's fair to say the fans will have quite different expectations. So McDade decided to paint a picture, and every day since, she has completed at least one artwork and uploaded it online. She says it's her daily joy. Now, more than 10,000 paintings later, she has around 50,000 followers on Instagram, and this weekend her work will be on show at the Turner Contemporary in Margate. Claudia Sabasis has been to meet her. Ray of sunshine, and here's another ray of sunshine in the form of John. Hello, John. Do you like what I did there? It's staying hot for a while, but a bit humid.
Absolutely right. Well done, Margot. Fancy painting a picture every single day. I do one every...
Yesterday was the longest day. It's all downhill from here. Oh no. Thank you, John. That is it for me and the rest of the team for the moment. I'm back though at 10:30. Bye-bye for now.